to Life with Shazi. Thank you for tuning in. It's 7:26 a.m. and we're in Osaka, Japan. It's December, I think late, and I'm about to leave. It's time to get the hell on. So we're going back to Tokyo for a reset. I'm still new to this whole camera thing, and I was explaining a whole bunch to y'all, and I really don't know what I was saying because the audio just did not pick up. I'm not sure what happened. I don't know what led to this, but now you guys get to hear my lovely voice on this voiceover. No, actually, I think I remember what I was telling y'all. I think I was explaining why I canceled going to South Korea. I canceled going to South Korea because I knew that it was cold and I knew that it was snowing. And it had been snowing for quite some time, and I just felt like it was going to slow down. But I just kept checking the weather, and it wasn't slowing the fuck down. It was actually quite speeding the hell up. So that morning when I woke up, I checked the weather, and it was snowing. Like, it was snowing fucking cats and dogs. And I was like, yeah, no. So I canceled my plane ticket, my hostel, and I got most of my money back. I think I might have wasted maybe like $60, but I don't give a damn because I wasn't showing up. It's too cold, and I'm not gonna be trekking through no fucking snow. And I'm supposed to be on a world tour. No, thank you. I just got into journaling probably like December of last year, but I didn't have any memories around this time that I jotted down in my journal because a lot of the times I be feeling like, that wasn't necessary for you to jot down in your journal. But what I do have in my journal is I basically said that I had missed my mom, and I remember calling my aunt while I was at the hostel, and I was crying because I really missed my mom. For those of you that are new here or don't even know, I don't talk to my mom. Why? That's another story for another day, baby, but I don't talk to that lady because it's best for me, and I'm trying to find my inner peace and do what I need to do to heal me. So yeah, I met a friend. I ended up crying. He was telling me about how his mom had passed on, and now like he's sad and they had such a close relationship. And then I'm just like, dang, my mom's still here and we don't even got no close relationship. So that kind of just, pulled down my heartstrings a little bit. So I called her only aunt I'm still talking to because honestly, the whole family's cut off. But again, that's another story for another day. And I'm like, auntie, I really miss my mother. Like, what I'm supposed to do without my mother? And y'all know what she gonna tell me? She gonna say, call her and talk to her. Boys, you shitting me? What the hell you think I called you for? If I was gonna call her, I wouldn't have called you. You know what? Get the hell off my phone because you about to piss me off too. I'm not calling that lady. After that, I just realized that I really, really needed to cry. I cried real good, like real good. And then after that, I was perfectly fine, got myself together. We're on our way back to Tokyo. We're about to figure out something to do with our hair. Still got to get them toes did and still have to prepare to go to my next trip. Okay, so one thing about traveling in Japan, you're obviously going to use trains for everything. But the way that the train system works is like kind of crazy. I was getting lost left and right. Didn't know how to use my tickets. Didn't know how to use the shit. In New York, they be having the little stands or whatever the fuck. I don't know, bitch. I ain't never been in no motherfucking train station long enough to even know how to fucking go to even explain to somebody how you supposed to work it. So goddamn it, I don't know. Okay, let alone it's in a whole different fucking language that I ain't never learned before. Like, it was just so complicated and everything is in Japanese. Like, y'all, it be so overwhelming. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do have Google Translate and I did use that frequently. And they do, for the most part, speak English when you need help or whatever. But at the same time, like, me just trying to do everything myself, sometimes it was a little bit overwhelming and it was just like, this is too much. This is big girl shit. This is big girl shit. And I can't handle this. But you know what? I was by myself, so I had to handle it. So after playing around with these tickets and embarrassing myself in front of everybody in this train station, we finally got it right and we made it through. Now, I done missed about 12 trains trying to get this ticket properly, trying to get through this turnstile, whatever the hell is. I thought I was on a strict time to be back home. I wanted to get back as soon as I could because I wanted to get into bed. I wanted to rest because I was laying in that hostel on that hard ass fucking box that they had as a bed. And look, my hips was burning, everything was burning. I just want to get in bed. So, here are some tips and tricks when traveling in Japan. Number 1, make sure you have Google Translate. Number 2, make sure you have Google Maps, offline maps. 3, make sure you have a Suica card. You can get this on your phone. You can just go to your Apple Wallet, download it, and add money to your Suica card as you see fit. You can also download an IC card, which is basically the same thing as a Suica card. However, when you are traveling long distances, i.e. from Tokyo to Osaka, you're probably going to want to do what I did and take the bullet train. You're going to have to pay for that completely separately. You do not use your Suica card. You do not use an IC card. And that is something that is very important that people should know, because I am one of those bitches that spent $120 on my Suica card, thinking that I was going to use my Suica card to get to Osaka. They had another thing coming for this bitch when I got to the train station, okay? So don't be like me. From Tokyo to Osaka, it was already a 6-hour ride for me, but it also depends on where you are in Tokyo. Another fun fact, Tokyo is big as hell. I didn't realize how big Tokyo actually was until I got there. To put it in simpler terms for Americans, Tokyo is about the size of a state. And so every other little city in Tokyo is literally that, a city. So you got Harajuku, Shibuya, Fusa, and the list just goes on. Those are all just little cities inside Tokyo. So when people say that, like, oh, I'm going to Tokyo, that literally could mean anywhere. That's like saying, oh, I'm going to Texas. Bitch, where are you going? Where are you going to be? The fact that I could read my lips on this part, she said, hoo-wee. Truth is I'm tired. And now you all know this lives rent free in my head. I'm not gonna lie, the trek from Osaka all the way back to Fusa was a long ass time. All the train rides I had to endure, OMG. And then when I got all the way to Fusa, it was so nice outside, y'all. Like, the sun was shining. I had on that fat ass coat and that scarf. By the time I got off that train, it was hot as hell. I don't even know why I decided to wear all of that shit. Like, I mean, it was cold. Don't get me wrong. It was very much cold. And I was supposed to go to South Korea afterwards. Like, literally had a flight, had the room, everything booked. But it was too cold. It was too cold. I couldn't do it. And since I'm walking home and don't nobody know who I am, I guess I'm just going to answer a couple questions, because I don't know when I'm going to actually make a video introducing myself. So this is kind of an intro at the end, even though that should have been at the beginning. Anyway. My name is Shazi. I'm 29 years of age. I'm from New Jersey. Moved to PA when I was like 12, 13, some shit like that. I don't know. As a kid, motherfuckers was always telling me like, oh, you should be a lawyer because you always got something to say back. But like, really, in all actuality, I was just telling niggas how I felt, but they wasn't used to communicating feelings, and so they thought that I was talking back. In this day and age, I wouldn't make a good lawyer. Actually, get me the fuck out the courthouse. But you know what? I was a kid, so hell yeah, sign me up. As I got older and started taking health classes and stuff like that, I started to get like drawn to like how the body works, how it does things, and I was very fascinated with all the things that the body can do, how it heals itself, recreates itself, all the things with the human body. So then it went from being a lawyer to being a nurse. Now, deep down within myself, I felt like these are the answers that people wanted to hear, but realistically, I didn't want to do shit. As a kid, I always knew slavery was wrong. I never wanted to be a part of it, and so like having a job just seemed very much like that. And because my family did not take proper steps to procure some money that they would have laying around for me so that I wouldn't have to struggle in life, I had to get it out the mud. You know what I mean? I had to really sit with myself and ask myself, like, if Johnny had 2 apples and he trying to get 50 million, how he trying to get that by tomorrow? And so that led me to sign my soul away for a couple of years into the military, the U.S. Air Force. Shout out to them. Now, kicked out the military, no kids, no man, no job, just a girl traveling the world, living her life. And I know that sounds kind of crazy when I put it in that order, but don't worry about my financial status. Anyway, I made it home, and if you want to know more about me, stay tuned for the next episode.